Hello, this is example number 2 on factoring complex trinomial expressions. In this case, the expression is 5x squared plus 17x minus 12. Okay, so to begin, what we do, if we think about labeling each of these numbers as A, B, and C, you don't have to think of it that way, but that's the numbers that are, that's the letters that are used to identify the 3 different positions. The first thing that we should do is multiply the A by the C. In other words, the number in front of x squared, the coefficient of x squared, by the constant coefficient, the number that isn't attached to any letter. So we multiply those two together, 5 times 12. And just like in example 1, ignore the minus sign for right now. Okay, just multiply the numbers. 5 by 12 is 60. So that's the first thing. The second thing to look at is to list all the factors of 60. Okay, and there can be quite a few of them. The bigger the number is, the more factors there's likely to be. So we have 1 times 60, 2 times 30, 3 times 20, 4 times 15, 5 times 12, 6 times 10, and that's it. There aren't any others. So those are the factors. Now what we've got to do is we have to pick 2 factors that subtract, because the last sign is a minus, so that's going to tell us that we need to subtract our factors, and our target number is going to be 17. Okay, so 17 is the target. So we should subtract 2 of our factors to get 17. And we can see that 3 and 20, if we subtract those, we'll get minus will give us 17. So what we're going to do, we're going to write out this expression again, but we're going to replace the middle term with 20x and 3x. Okay, so we're going to keep that. Okay, so we're going to keep 5x squared, and we're going to keep the minus 12. Okay, so we're going to keep the 5x squared, and we're going to keep the minus 12, but we're going to replace the middle number. Okay, we're going to replace the middle number with the new factors that we just selected. So that's 3x and 20x. I'll put the big number first. It's not important, but I guess it makes it easier to explain for consistency later on. So I'm going to keep 20x and 3x. We want to combine those in such a way that we end up with plus 17. So the thing you ask is, how do you combine 20 and 3 to get positive 17? Well, you have to subtract them. Okay, so they're going to have different signs. You want your answer to be plus. So the big number needs to be plus. Okay, the second number is minus. And that's consistent with what we've done before. What we've said before is put the first sign in front of the bigger number. And then if it's a minus sign in the end, these two need to be different. So there's different ways to think about it. Okay, but when we combine them, we have to get plus 17. So those are our factors. Now, the second half of this problem is to factor this expression that we're left with by grouping. Okay, so factor these 4 terms by grouping. Okay, well, the factors of Let's deal with 5x squared plus 20x first. Okay, so ask yourself, I'm going to go do this a little bit more quickly now. So ask yourself, what number divides evenly into 5 and 20? And it's going to be 5. What letter appears in both parts? X. Okay, so that's going to be your GCF. So where normally we would have taken 3 steps to get here, I'm just asking you now to see if you can think about it. And if you can't, go back and do it step 1, step 2, step 3. But if you can see that 5 is the biggest number that divides evenly into 5 and that also divides into 20, then that's going to be part of our GCF. And the letter that's common to both parts is X. So 5x, that's going to be our GCF. So that will go on the outside. And to figure out what should be on the inside, just divide both of these by 5x. Okay. 5x squared divided by 5x. The 5's will cancel, and you just get x, subtract the powers, you get x, plus 20x divided by 5x. Well, the x's will cancel. 20 divided by 5 is 4. So that first part of it is 5x times x plus 4. Now, there's something really important happens here. The second grouping is negative 3x minus 12. It begins with a minus. This pair begins with a minus. Okay? So this pair begin with a minus. And when that happens in these type of problems, it's a good idea to make the minus part of the GCF. So make the minus sign part of the GCF. Okay. And if we do that, so what else will it be? So it's going to be a minus sign. What else do we have? Well, what's the biggest number that divides evenly into 3 and 12? It's 3. 3 goes into 3 and 3 goes into 12. There's no common letter this time. Okay, there's an x here, but there's no x here, so there's no common letter. So what we're going to do, we're going to make minus 3 our GCF, and we'll divide both of these by negative 3. So negative 3's will cancel, leaving you with x, and minus divided by minus is plus, 12 divided by 3 is 4. Now you have to ask yourself, are these two the same as each other? Are the inside factors the same? And obviously looking at these, they are, x plus 4. So your final result, then the final factors are going to be x plus 4, and then the outside factors, put the outside factors together, 5x minus 3. Now you can verify, which is basically another word for check. Verify that these are correct. Verify that these are the correct factors using Euler distribution. How do you know whether you're correct or not? Well, after you use Euler distribution, you need to get 5x squared plus 17x minus 12. So we should get 5x squared plus 17x minus 12. Okay, so I'll leave you to do that. But this is your answer. These are the factors right here. Okay? Those are the factors. That was your task. Okay. Hopefully this helps again, and you have good luck with the questions that are coming your way. Thank you for watching.